76ers, they're losing nothing in Ben Simmons because he wasn't playing.
And Rivers had a really good Boston Celtic team and he's been riding that legacy ever since. Welcome sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I know it's been a while guys, but we are here back again giving you some riveting and interesting topics and content. I'm your host Joe Meyer.
I'm Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV.
Yeah, so guys, today we have another NBA video for you. And it's an interesting debate.
Yeah.
You know, we want to talk about the blockbuster trade in the NBA. The biggest trade that took place on trade deadline. James Harden going to Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons going the other way to the Brooklyn Nets. Who do you think won that trade? And there are some little details in the trade that, you know.
Well, to be honest, bro, I disagree with that. I don't think there is any little detail in a trade like this.
Yeah.
I think all the pieces that went where they went, I think all of them will be pivotal parts of each and every one of the team.
Alright, so let's kick off the debate then. Who you think won that trade? Brooklyn Nets or 76ers?
I think the Nets won the trade. You know, personally, I just think the Nets won the trade because not only did the Nets get, I think one of the most, can I still call him promising? My big man now still.
What? Who?
Ben Simmons.
Oh, Ben?
I think, as it relates to the ceiling, like, this is my take on Ben Simmons, right? Ben Simmons is 6'10". One of the most physically demanding or physically dominating players in basketball right now, right? I think one of the best defenders in basketball, you know, for sure, definitely I think the best point guard, perimeter defender. He's a great rebounder, he has high basketball IQ, right? And he's somebody that can make things happen, both offensively and defensively, right? I do think Ben Simmons' ability is far way greater than what he has shown, right? And I think there's a lot to uncover, and that might be chalked down to the circumstances that he was in. So will Ben Simmons in a new circumstance make that jump to a superstar level? I think it's more than possible. And in addition to Ben Simmons, an all-star point guard with the ability to become a superstar, they also acquired Andre Drummond, a great rebounder, a good defender, and Seth Curry, who has had a career uptick over the last couple of years, right? Can you imagine acquiring Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and Seth Curry? I think that's why you put those guys together with the likes of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and I think that's just a perfectly balanced team. If seen that Ben Simmons can bring what we know Ben Simmons has the ability to bring.
I'm glad that you mentioned the last two, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. One who is, you know, not available all the time. Right?
Neither is available all the time.
Again,
because Kevin Durant is unavailable right now.
This is it. There's one basketball on the court. Now you have two floor generals. You have Kyrie Irving that's going to have the ball, but Ben Simmons, I guess, will now be the predominant ball handler on the court.
But we saw where Kyrie was bumped to the two and James Harden was running point.
Right.
So it's a point guard for point guard transition.
But what's going to happen now with the spacing on that court now?
I think it worked with James Harden.
Yeah, exactly. It worked with James Harden because James Harden can shoot.
No, I don't know, but James Harden was predominant the ball handler. James Harden wasn't taking as many shots. James Harden wasn't shooting as much. James Harden was just responsible for orchestrating the play.
You think that
I think Ben Simmons is a better orchestrator than James Harden, as well as a better defender by far, right? A better rebounder. And I think with Ben Simmons, who does not attack as much or does not shoot as much, that will provide more opportunities for Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
I will say that the 76ers won the trade. I believe that the 76ers won the trade because one, Ben Simmons was not available at all. So now you're getting a superstar, I'll say a top 5, top 6 player in the NBA right now in James Harden. For somebody who is not playing, who you will probably say is top 10, but he's not playing. So now you get somebody that's a superstar at the top of his game right now, an all-star. Add that to Joel Embiid,
who is an MVP candidate this season.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can say the 76ers win that trade. Because, you see, Ben Simmons was playing and they made the trade. I'd say, alright, I'd consider it. But Ben Simmons wasn't giving the 76ers anything. So they won the trade straight up.
As I said, I don't think this trade, I wouldn't have given it directly to Brooklyn had it only been a direct swap between Ben and James Harden. But addition of Seth Curry and Andre Drummond, I think those are pieces that will help Brooklyn go over the top. Then you add an all-star point guard in Ben Simmons himself, who is, I think, one of the best defenders in the
What
NBA.
will we get from Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons haven't played basketball all year.
Alright, so that's something to ponder now. Will we get a Ben Simmons that is aggressive, that is still a good defender, that is a great rebounder, that still has tight ball handles and good passing? Or will we get a rusty Ben Simmons? And then again, it's only February. So Ben Simmons has 3 months to get his act together before the playoffs.
See, and that's speculation again. I am telling you what we're getting from James Harden. Now we're going to see some more of the Houston James Harden when he was playing with Capella. Now he has a very reliable big right now.
Yes, but then, alright, Houston James Harden, one of the highest usage rates in the NBA. That cannot work with Joel Embiid.
No, it can't. They have to do some shit. But 2 instead of 3.
But remember James Harden was forced to take a big step back when he got to Brooklyn, and I think
3 again.
No, but I think that's what led to him being unhappy because he wanted to be more expressive. He wanted to be James Harden.
I remember that. That's fine. You know, we've seen James Harden thrive with 2 superstars. With CP3. You know, with Capella at the top of his game with Russell Westbrook. We've seen him put up monster numbers.
Yeah.
It's 2 superstars now instead of 3. James Harden will not be giving up as much as he would have been giving up in the Brooklyn Nets team right now. So I think the 76ers should be really happy. And think about it. What you're really exchanging, you know, is Seth Curry shooting for James Harden. Because alright, you lose Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Andre Drummond wasn't playing that much.
That's fine.
He's the backup to Joel Embiid.
Right. You can always find a backup, especially in the buyout market very soon. Right? Think about replacing James Harden with Seth Curry.
Yeah, I think that's an easy replacement. However, based on what
Millsap is no scrub.
Millsap is a good pickup, but based on what the Sixers were doing, right? Based on what the Sixers were doing, a lot of guys providing floor space for Joel Embiid, and we saw Tobias Harris having a big role in the offense. Harris. What does this mean for Tobias Harris now? Now that James Harden has been added, will James Harden just be the point guard like he was in Brooklyn, scoring 22 points, getting his assists, getting his rebounds, or will he go back to Houston James Harden, 30 points, throwing Harris back into the corner again, and then making Joel Embiid's game not as effective? I think they run the risk of that. They
run the risk, but I think this is a formula for winning basketball. I think James Harden and Joel Embiid on the same team. Just think about it, bro. I think it is some entertaining basketball right now. James Harden driving. Remember, they have to respect Joel Embiid and the perimeter. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, well,
it's going to be crazy.
But Joel Embiid, yes, he has the ability to hurt you on the perimeter. But Joel Embiid,
you have to respect it. I'm not.
Joel Embiid is not by any means.
It's not a knockdown.
Yeah,
but you have to respect it.
Joel Embiid gets his inside, right? James Harden gets his inside. So what are they going to do about that? Remember when he was playing with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they're both perimeter players. Joel Embiid is not a perimeter player. So how will that balance work? And as I said, don't forget Tobias Harris. When Jimmy Butler was there, Tobias Harris was forced to stay in the corner and he was very unhappy. As soon as Jimmy Butler left, Tobias Harris blossomed. He became a very, very, very dominant wing player. What will the addition of James Harden mean for the dynamic of this team?
But don't you think their coach, who is one of the best coaches in the NBA right now, can figure this out? I think it's an easy job for him right now.
Do you think he can figure it out?
Why not?
Did he figure it out where he was before? With the assortment of talent that he had?
They went to the conference semifinals. But
we said Doc Rivers was one of the best coaches. I just think Doc Rivers had a really good Boston Celtic team and he's been riding that legacy ever since. I think Doc Rivers is overrated.
We're straight from the point. Doc Rivers is well respected around the NBA and he's a very good coach. But who do you guys think won this trade? 76ers getting James Harden and Paul Millsap, or the 76ers are getting Seth Curry, Ben Simmons, and Andre Drummond?
As I said, I'll leave you with this, right? They got Seth Curry, one of the best shooters in the NBA, and ability to get his own shot, right? They have Andre Drummond, a great rebounder, a great defender. Still have Kevin Durant, who is, I think, the second best player in the league, as you guys would have saw from our video before, guys. NBA fans, go and check that out. You know, I think with Ben Simmons, one of the best IQs in the NBA, and don't forget, a perennial All-NBA defender. That's what Ben Simmons is. Don't you think this is just going to make the Brooklyn Nets more rounded and more versatile, more size? Imagine a starting lineup with KD and Ben Simmons and Andre Drummond at the 5. That's a huge team. That's all rebounds.
You threw Andre Drummond in that like Yeah, that's no big acquirement.
Andre Drummond is a very good rebounder. I think the best rebounder in the NBA.
Okay, clogging the paint, but that's fine.
As in, but you can afford to clog the paint because you have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant who will be knocking down threes all
fine,
the time.
and what I will leave you guys with is 76ers, they're losing nothing in Ben Simmons because he wasn't playing at all, and you're gaining a top 6 player in my eyes. You're also gaining a very good role player in Millsap, and you're having a respectable season in the NBA right now, albeit doing well. Losing your superstar. Brooklyn Nets is at what, 8 in the Eastern Conference right now, not doing very well.
No, but that's due to Kevin Durant's injury.
Yeah, and Kyrie been in and out. And
so had Kevin Durant been playing as he was in the beginning of the season, like Brooklyn Nets are all the way up there. Kevin Durant got injured.
I'm excited about the rest of this NBA season. Look out for more NBA content, guys. We have a lot to talk about. And please chime in. Tell us your opinion on this topic and tell us more topics that you want to see us talk about. But yeah, that's it. Give them the mats and we're gone.
Alright guys, so thank you for being here again, for watching the whole video guys, you know, and you know what I'm gonna ask you to do. And for my people watching overseas, you guys know what I'm about to ask you to do, right?
Yeah.
If each one of our subscribers can get us 5 subscribers each, do you know how many subscribers that would garner us by the end of the day, guys? So just do the thing now.
So this is That Sports TV.
And we're out.